Well, morning. Welcome to another Guns Contractors video. First one of 2024. Time flies, doesn't it? I have started, I'm working for a landscape contractor and a job not too far from me, probably about 35-40 minutes drive in a normal truck. Probably take an hour or so in the backhoe. And I've been down there a few days with the mini digger, but we've got a bit of a lump of concrete and some pretty tough digging, so we need a bit of a bigger machine than my 3-tonner really. So romping in the backhoe for the day, and we're going to dig out this entrance way, and the bit that I need to break out is on the crossover. So yeah, I'll be working sort of half from the road. Luckily it's not too busy. It's the end of a lane, one of the lovely parts of deep dark Surrey, for those of you that know it. So just on our way there now. Stopped off for a bit of fresh milk and some tea bags this morning, not for my coffee machine because we've got some welfare there. And yeah, just probably about 10 minutes away from the job now. I got the breaker on the back, got a bucket with me, so I'll try and show you what we get up to today with the old girl. She had a little bit of a birthday over Christmas, and I fitted some LED lights to it on the roof. So all the 8 lights on the cab, that was quite an expensive upgrade, are all now the LED versions. I did go with JCB genuine lights. I found them pretty good. I run them on my other mini diggers. They're 2000 lumen ones. You've got to be a bit careful. There are different grades of them. I tend to run the 2000 lumen ones. I think they seem good enough. There is a 3000 lumen one. That must just be like the sun, I'd have thought, because these 2000s are good enough. Anyway, that's been a real treat. There were a few other little bits as well. When I bought this machine, the aerial had snapped off it, the previous owner, so it's had a new aerial, so we should get much better reception now of Jeremy Vines complaining through the middle of the day, which will be excellent, so I'll be screaming at him more. And also fitted what are known, I found out, as Polemaster mirrors. So the JCB Polemaster, which is the machine obviously they fit telegraph poles with and things, specially adapted for that, has got a better set of mirrors. Now most of these modern backhoes, sort of newer than mine, 2015 this one, now come with the upgraded mirrors, but the original mirrors on this were just a standard Britax, little bit of glass really, not the best for visibility, whereas these newer ones are brilliant. They've got like a dual mirror like a transit van has, so you see like a closer, lower down view, a bit of a wider angle view, and then you get your standard mirror on top. So I've had to modify the standard arms because the new mirrors come with new arms. Not that I bought them, but didn't realise. But I've had to just bend my old existing arms to kind of suit the angle these mirrors need to sit at, and they seem to work. So that was another 70, I think over 70 quid a side. Probably could have got them from a tractor supplier, to be honest, cheaper. They're not made by JCB as such. But anyway, for the sake of trying to find these things, went to my local dealer and bought a whole load of bits for the girl, just to tidy her up. She's also had a bit of paintwork, touched up tiny little bits where the rust is starting to come through, done the toolbox. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all this stuff, so that's where I tend to post sort of more of the day-to-day stuff, so feel free if you've got Instagram. I'm at Ollie Guns. And I've also got a Facebook page that I've started as well that kind of mirrors what I post on Instagram really. So for those, they say the older generation now with Facebook, seems ridiculous, doesn't it? The old people are on Facebook, mad. But anyway, you'll find me at Ollie Guns on there as well. So that's where we tend to post all this stuff. Looks like there's a little bit of roadworks ahead. I've got to be 5 minutes from the job now. So I'll show you some more when we get to doing something a bit more interesting. Well, that ended up being a little bit more tricky than I thought, mainly due to buried services. Always got to dig carefully. Suspected there might be something as we got nearer the carriageway, and I wasn't wrong. So it's been a tricky dig this afternoon. We've obviously broken out, excavated all the rubble, and then we've dug this down. Huge build up in here, nearly 600 mil. I don't know why they want so much, so much dig out. We knew this culvert was here, so obviously we've worked sort of our way away from that. Did this bit yesterday with the smaller machine before we realised that this concrete was too much for the little breaker. But the secret here has been this little water pipe here, which you can just see running up down the edge here. So yeah, that's been a little bit tricky to make sure we haven't hit that. But yeah, all good. Damaged a few edgings, sadly. It's the problem with taking out a lot of concrete, isn't it? But yeah, not been a bad day with the backhoe. She's done a good day's work, and I can trim the rest of this up with the Mini tomorrow, finish that little bit there, and we've got sub base coming in. So that's the whole point of this machine. Comes in, whack the power, provides a bit of punch, and job done. So now it's just the job of making sure that no one has killed the kettle. Go make a cup of tea and start the drive home. Thanks for watching.